Hey, it's your boy SergDragon with part 6 of What You Are Seeing. The Cocoa Society White Day. Hey, we see him. You're back. I'm so glad you're all safe. Thank you for your service. Our research has been fruitful as well. Please come right this way and we'll fill you in. Yeah, she's my favorite. Mint chocolate. In order to return to your realm, it seems we'll need to use the power of our sacred treasure. For that, we must first create a new sacred treasure. Create a sacred treasure? What does that require? Our sacred treasure is made using cocoa beans from It is! It's a... I know what it is! I don't know the name, but I know what it is! The exact method is documented, but the cocoa beans are said to contain a great deal of power and can very well be difficult to cultivate. As I mentioned, we suspect that the enemy is infiltrating with our sacred treasure. Enemy interference with our sacred treasure is what brought you into this world. Okay, that was weird. More specifically, the enemy's failed attempts to cultivate their own sacred treasure. The explosion you heard earlier. They should give up. If they're failing that hard, there wouldn't be any need to fight if they just left well enough alone. If the enemy followed that logic, we wouldn't have any enemies in the first place. The anomalies steaming... Yeah, I said it right. Steaming from their failed sacred treasures. Cultivations are already evident. What the f... I can't read this for real. There's no telling what will become of the odd creatures lurking outside our walls. Weren't they part of this world to begin with? They started appearing all of a sudden. If we leave them be, they don't bother us. If we watch and wait, we may lose the means to cultivate new sacred treasure. If that happens, we'll have no means to fight back. And we have to hold out for another 100 years. That would be a real pain. 100 years? It may be because of the immense power they hold. But cocoa beans only appear once every 100 years. In addition to the rarity of them, we lost many to looters if we miss this chance. The next opportunity won't be for another 100 years. We must begin. We cannot let our enemies gain the upper hand. Recording? Yes. According to Nanao, a wizard by the name of... Wait, what? Shokuro Takonori is after our sacred treasure. What? Oh, it's the other guy. Okay. With Orihime and Chad, what could be worth going to such lengths for? To think you were once planning to create a sacred treasure for yourself. Please, that was the folly of careless youth. Kisuke, you tried to make a sacred treasure? A long time ago. It was a trendy thing to do back then. The only person who successfully succeeded in the cultivation was Her Majesty. With it, she returned peace to our realm. I don't know what they plan on doing with the sacred treasure, but they must have attacked the castle in order to get their hands on the cultivated method. If you were able to ward off the attack, we were able to. But it is possible that the enemy has already perfected the method independently. We must hurry. Once this settled, we will have to find your friends. You're right. Chico. Ego. What the hell? What was that? Was that Orihime's voice? It can't be. I don't sense any spiritual pressure. You must have misheard. Ichigo. Uryu. Huh? You heard it that time. Part 7? This is part 7. Damn, there's a lot of them this time. I'll be right back.